anytime I find myself in difficult situation, I call upon the name of God. The name of God is a strong tower. The word of God is a strong tower. Those who run to the name, that same child of God. Child of God, are you feeling tired right now? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you discouraged? Are you stressed? Are you overwhelmed with emotions, child of God? Are you tired of how your life is going around? Child of God, are you discouraged? Are you in pain right now, child of God? As you all know, the works of the devil, he only came to kill, to destroy, and to steal, child of God. Nothing good comes out of the devil. And so, if you're feeling tired right now, child of God, if you're feeling stressed, then this is your message today. But before then, I want to ask you a question. Whom do you run to when you are in trouble? Thank you so much for joining Inspiration Garage today. I'm so delighted to have you here. My returning subscribers, welcome. My new subscribers, welcome. Thank you so much for being here today, and I'm very sure that God has a purpose in your life today. And for that reason, God has led you to this platform. If you're watching me for the first time, my name is Ruth. I'm born again. I'm a child of God. And here I share the word of God. I share faith-based content. And I also help women become better versions of themselves through the word of God. So you'll be looking for a channel to nourish your soul, channel to help you grow in your faith, then trust me, you're in the right space. I'm going to encourage you, kindly proceed and join this beautiful family by subscribing to this content down below here, so that anytime I upload a new message, you're always among the first people to be notified. And today, child of God, I have a message that God has placed in my spirit. And at this moment, I just want you to uplift your faith and to hear what God has to say, child of God. I'm so privileged to be here today because God is just using me as a vessel to pour into your life, child of God. I'm not perfect, but I'm on this journey of faith. So I want you to stir up your faith right now and feel motivated, child of God, because God wants to speak to you right now for his own glory, child of God. I want to remind you today to call on God in times of trouble, child of God. Many times I've passed through challenges of life. Many times I've come across obstacles. Many times I've fought battles, both visible and invisible, child of God. But one thing I can assure you is that today, God has never left me alone. In every barrier, in every obstacle, either I know it or I don't know it, child of God, what I know is that God has always paved a way for me. And why has God always paved a way for me, child of God, is because anytime I find myself in difficult situation, I call upon the name of God. The name of God is a strong tower. The word of God is a strong tower. Those who run to the name, that same child of God. And that is my reminder to you today, to call upon the name of God in times of trouble. In the book of Psalms chapter 50 verse 15, the word of God says, "And call upon me in days of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me." This promise, child of God, is a living testimony. If you call upon the name of God, he shall deliver you from your troubles. He shall deliver you from every battle that you're fighting, child of God. Either the battle is visible or the battle is invisible, child of God. The promise of God in the word of God is that if you call upon his name, he shall deliver you. And in the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5 to 6, the word of God says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding." In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. Trust the Lord in all your ways. Trust the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. Child of God, this verse is reminding us not to lean on our own understanding. Praise be the name of God. Praise Jesus, child of God. And in the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10, the word of God is also reminding us, so do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand. The word of God is reminding us today, me and you, that we should not fear because he is with us. We should not be dismayed, for the Lord is with us, child of God. He shall strengthen us in every way. He shall help us, and he shall uphold us with his righteous right hand. Praise be the name of God. Those are not my words, but that is the word of God. That is the promise of God upon our lives, child of God. My question to you today is right now, whom do you call when you are in trouble? Whom do you run to, child of God, when you are in trouble? When everything else is not working in your life, whom do you run to, child of God? When everything else, that just battles, whom do you run to, child of God? When things are not going as planned, whom do you run to, child of God? As you all know, it's only 3 months to end this year, 2024. But things have not gone the way you planned, child of God. Some of you, things are just in a mess. Some of you, you're overwhelmed with emotions. Things are not going as you had planned, child of God. Your projects are not working. Things are not just happening in your life. Things are stagnant. The devil has decided to frustrate your life. The devil has robbed your peace. The devil has robbed your inner peace. You are in trouble. The devil has stolen your joy. The devil has attacked your health. Many of you have lost loved ones. Whom do you run to, child of God? Do you run to sorcerer for help? Do you run to magicians? Are you glorifying the devil in that situation? Child of God, whom do you run to when you are in trouble? Whom do you call to when you are in trouble? The word of God tells us, call unto me, and I will answer you, and I will show you great and mighty things that you don't know. I will show you great and mighty things. That is what the word of God is reminding us in this message today. When we call upon his name, when we lean on him, when we lean on him, and when we put our trust in him, he shall deliver us from every trouble, from every battle, child of God. And the word of God is true. When you call upon him, he shall deliver you. He shall deliver you from that trouble. He shall deliver you from that battle. He shall deliver you from that pain, child of God. And how do you call upon the name of God, child of God? It is through prayer. When you make prayer your lifestyle, when you make prayer your lifestyle, child of God, when you put God closer to your heart, when you maintain a close relationship with God, child of God, anytime you find yourself in a messy situation and you run to God, you run at the feet of Jesus, God shall deliver you. When you run at his feet, the first thing you need to do is to call upon his name. It's just to call upon his name and he will deliver you. The word of God is powerful, child of God. So today God is reminding us, me and you, to call upon his name anytime we are in trouble. Magicians won't add anything to your life. The devil has put you in trouble and you're still running to magicians. You're still running to the sorcerers. you are still running to the witch doctors at night, call upon the name of God. The name of God is a strong tower, and those who run to that name, that same child of God. Many of you, I know you're familiar with the story of the blind man. When Jesus was healing the blind man, and the blind man was Bartimaeus. There are so many things you can learn from this story, child of God. And kindly open the Word of God in the book of Mark, chapter 10, verse 46. I'm going to read from verse 46. The Word of God says, this is when Jesus was healing Bartimaeus. Kindly pay attention. Now they came to Jericho. As he went out of Jericho with his disciples and a great multitude, blind Bartimaeus, the son of Timaeus, sat by the road begging. 47. And when he heard that Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me. Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me. 48. Then many warned him to be quiet, but he cried out all more, Son of David, have mercy on me. So Jesus stood still and commanded him to be called. Then they called the blind man, saying to him, Be of good cheer, rise, he is calling you. And throwing aside his garment, he rose and he came to Jesus. 51. So Jesus answered and said to him, What do you want me to do for you? Then the blind man said to him, Rabboni, that I may receive my sight. Then Jesus said to him, Go your way, your faith has made you well. And immediately he received his sight and followed Jesus on the road. Praise Jesus. Immediately he received his sight and followed Jesus on the road. There are so many things you can learn from the story of Bartimaeus, the blind man. He found himself in trouble, and that trouble that Bartimaeus found himself in, that he didn't have his eyesight. You can imagine moving around without your eyesight. That is trouble. You cannot see. You cannot see what's going on around. You cannot walk properly. That is trouble, child of God. But Bartimaeus had a challenge of no eyesight. And when he heard that Jesus was visiting the city, he cried until Jesus heard him. He cried until Jesus heard him crying. When you are in trouble, child of God, whom do you call? Whom do you cry to? When you are in challenge, when you are challenged, when you're feeling challenged, when you are in challenges, cocktail of challenges, whom do you call upon to, child of God? Are you going to be like Bartimaeus, who cried to God, who raised his voice? I can imagine how Bartimaeus was raising his voice. When you go into your prayer closet, raise your voice. He's your Father. Raise your voice and call upon his name, child of God, until God hears you. Bartimaeus cried, shouted, Son of David, have mercy on me, until Jesus heard a voice crying. And Jesus stood and he asked Bartimaeus just one question: what do you want me to do for you? And Bartimaeus quickly and very fast, he said, that I may receive my eyesight. And Jesus told him, rise up, your faith has healed you. Child of God, rise up today, your faith has healed you. Today, child of God, I want you to call upon the name of God. I want you to call upon the name of God, child of God. If you're feeling tired, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling challenged, if there's so much pain in your life, if there is nothing that is working in your life, if they have terminated your contract, if they have terminated your job, child of God, if your children don't have school fees, if you don't have house rent, things are not just working. If you have physical pain, if you're sick, if you are in trouble, child of God, I know you understand what I'm talking about. If the devil has attacked your life right now, call upon the name of God. Call upon the name of God, just as Bartimaeus the blind man called upon the name of God. There's nothing good that the devil will offer. His work, he just came to kill, to steal, and to destroy you. That is the work of the devil. Today is my prayer that any strong man in your life, any devourer, any hand of the enemy, any hand of the devil over your life, today we disconnect ourselves from the hand of the devil. And any trouble you're facing right now, child of God, today, tonight, call upon the name of God. Call upon the name of God. If you have neglected your prayer room, kindly go back at the feet of Jesus. Call upon his name. When you are in trouble, call upon his name. He shall deliver you. He shall deliver you, child of God. He says in his word, 1,000 may fall on this side, 10,000 this side, but none shall come near you. Call upon the name of God. He has given us a surety. Anytime we call upon his name, he shall deliver us, child of God. He shall deliver you from that trouble today. He shall deliver you from that pain today. That pain you're facing right now, child of God, call upon the name of God and he shall deliver you. Your work is just to obey. Just obey the word of God and just do as he says. Call upon my name and I will deliver you. And trust me, child of God, he shall deliver you today for his own glory. The word of God is a strong tower. The word of God is sharper than any other two double-sided sword, child of God. The word of God is powerful. The word of God has power, and those who run to the word of God, those who run to him are saved. So today, child of God, run to his word. Child of God, today, run back at his feet, child of God, and trust me, he shall deliver you tonight to the glory and honor of God. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope and trust that this message has been a blessing to child of God. And if you like this message, if this message has uplifted you, kindly give this message a thumbs up and share these messages to your network for his own glory. And I'm going to see you next time in our next message. Goodbye for now. God bless you.